everybody? FG3 here. Welcome to Ballin Sports. Today, we will be walking you through tee drills that I do. Now, these tee drills I do help me with form and consistency. I hit off the tee 3 to 4 days a week. And now, my helper here is Franklin Griffin Jr. Now, let's get started.
All right, so hitting off the tee is one of the most important drills you have to do. We hit off the tee before any batting session that we do. We normally try to hit off the tee at least around 60 to 80 swings just to get the blood flowing before we get into soft toss or anything outside of that. So one of the first drills that we do is trying to keep the bat in the zone as long as possible. Unfortunately, I don't have the plate, so you guys are going to have to kind of imagine with me. So what we do is we try to find his extension through the zone. So Trey, get into hitting contact for me, please, sir. All right, so that is the contact point. All right, this is normal contact point for most balls. Most is going to be inside, maybe some outside pitches, just kind of depend. So then we're going to extend out. Can you extend out for me as far as possible? All right, so this is the full extension. So this is the point of where we're going to put the tee. Now the reason is we want him to stay and get into full extension every swing. A lot of kids short arm the ball, they don't finish their swings, they don't completely go all the way through. So this drill is designed to make you finish and extend. So if we hit this correctly, where is that ball gonna go?
It's going to go mostly left center.
All right, so yeah, so we do want the ball to go to left center. He is a left-handed hitter. It will go some center, but anything pulling to the right or too far off to the left is not our objective for this swing, okay? All right, you ready?
Yes.
All right, let's go. Good. So after we finish that drill, we go into our hitting spots on the plate. So because he's a left-handed hitter, again, we try to work on different angles and different places that he's going to contact the ball. So then we first start on the outside pitch. Again, I don't have a place, so y'all going to have to use your imagination. But as we go through this drill, it's going to be a diagonal going that way. So we're going to start on the outside, middle end, and then inside. All right, so right now we're going to start with our outside pitch. Can you set up for me, please? All right, so our outside pitch is going to be slightly kind of back some, okay? Outside pitches, you want to kind of lag just a little bit. You want to wait to pull that trigger just a little bit so you can go ahead and take that pitch and you're not fighting against the grain, all right? This outside pitch, where we're going to take it to?
We're going to take it to left field.
All right, let's work. Beautiful. Make sure you stay in your stance. Let's finish our form. All right, so after we hit on the outside, what do we normally go to next?
We go to the middle.
We go to the middle. So where are we going to place the tee?
So if you hit outside, you just slide it diagonally up.
Okay. So again, because he's a left-handed hitter, we're going to work diagonally. Again, we don't have a plate, but we're going to work this way. So outside, we're going to go middle, and then we're going to go inside on the end. All right? You ready? All right. And where do we want this ball to go?
Center.
Let's work it. I do change the height of the tee just to give him different angles and different views. You know, as long as it's in the strike zone, you got to be prepared to hit anything. So we do work the tee up and down as we go. Go for it. Beautiful. A little under that one. All right, so after we hit some in the middle, then we're going to move it to the inside. Go ahead and demonstrate that for me, please?
Sure. So here's middle, move it diagonally up again, and here's inside.
Okay. So this is going to simulate an inside pitch. Inside pitches for the most part is going to be your power side. So wherever side that you're on, that's where you're going to probably be able to get your most power in. That's going to how you're really going to be able to drive the ball. Again, in this case, he's a left-handed hitter, so we're going to try to drive this ball where?
Right field.
Right field. Now we do other drills on other occasions, trying to take the middle pitch to other places, but for today's sake, we're going to just go with the grain and we're going to take it to the right field. Ready?
Yes, sir.
All right. Again, I do play with the height of the tee. We try to keep it in the strike zone, but we want to balance it up and down in different areas. It's your choice of how you want to do it, but we want to try to give them different looks as possible. Also, another thing we also do focus on is the eyes. We probably should have started that in the beginning of the video. When you first start your eyes, where are your eyes at?
It's on the picture.
Okay. And then after you look at the picture, then we do what?
Look at the ball, then swing.
Okay, so basically we're trying to train his eyes, right? We want him to imagine that he's looking at that little square that the pitcher is thrown out of, and then he bring his eyes to the ball. This is going to keep training him to get him going back and forth to the ball, all right? Nice. Hitting off the tee is very important. I highly recommend it. We hit off the tee every time we do any hitting session before we do any soft toss or hard toss. We do about 20 to 30 balls at each point that we be sitting at on the plate. And it's just get to work on consistency and work on that form to make sure that we can maximize our swing to the best ability. But enough for me. Back to you. That's your show.
There's many tee drills out there. I just showed you what I do. I hope you enjoyed it and it was very useful. FG3, over and out.
I'm on my